Hello and welcome folks, hope you're having a fantastic day. Today I'm going to share my opinions with you on whether you should sell your house now or in 2022. I will also tell you when is the best time to sell, when is the best season to sell. I will also share a demand and supply chart, the inventory in the market, so you can see and get an edge how many other sellers are selling that you're competing with. In the end, I will also show you some strategies that you can apply after you sell the house successfully. My goal is to get you guys the maximum value from your property, right? So if that interests you, stick around to find out more. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Konnichiwa, ni hao, salam, namaste to all my friends all over the world. I'm your host, aka I've done construction, flips, burr, everything from foundation to roofing, anything and everything that you can think about real estate. I've been doing it for over 10 years. Before that, I was in software consulting, worked for top 3 consulting firms in the world. You can check my bio on LinkedIn or on my homepage. With that, let's get into it, folks. Today is a great topic. And folks, guess what? Happy Thanksgiving, folks. Happy Thanksgiving. I love Thanksgiving. I gotta tell you, Thanksgiving is around the corner. So for those of you who are celebrating, happy Thanksgiving to you. I just love the turkey and the stuffing and especially the pecan pie with that syrup and ice cream. Oh my God, it's just amazing. So you can tell I'm a big foodie, guys. I love food and I hope you do too. So let's get into it, guys. You may wanna sell your house and you're wondering, should I sell my house now? So you're in a situation where you may have some equity in the house. You have gained some value in the house over time. House prices keep escalating, folks. So what do you do now? Should you sell your house? If you sell your house, where are you gonna go? And all those things and more topic, I'm gonna tell you strategies to make sure that you succeed in this market and get the maximum value for your house, folks. If you wanna watch my video on how to get the maximum value for your house, you can see the link here and I put a link in the video as well. And there's so many tips about how to get the maximum value for your house. This is a very important video for anyone who's thinking about selling their house because the market right now is red hot. Why? Rates are low, right? Rates are historic low in the past 30 years. Rates have never been so low in the history of United States, folks. It's a seller's market, folks. I've been saying this all along. It is a seller's market. So if you're a seller, you're in luck. Rates are low, but not only rates are low, right? Closing costs are also low. On average, people save $2,800 per closing. So who would not close at this time? This is a perfect time to go to closing. Inventory is historic low. And I present you this information because it's very prevalent if you're in the market selling your house. If you're thinking of selling your house right now, this information is critical for you folks because you want to know if the inventory is low, then you have an edge as a seller. Builders are also building less and less. Why are builders building less? Builders stopped building, folks, about 10 years ago. They have built 50% less inventory compared to 2006 and 8 when the crash happened because Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac were audited. They were in deep trouble. They had FDI raid them and change all the rules of lending. So builders said, well, if you're not gonna lend any money, people can't buy houses. Why should I build? What's also happening is that people like millennials, they have a lot of money. So these millennials are getting older, like myself. I'm in my 40s, they're in their 30s. They want to have families and babies. I don't know why would somebody do that, but that's a separate topic, folks. They want to have babies, they want to have kids, they want to, wife wants a bigger yard, a bigger kitchen, husband wants a bigger garage so he can shine his Porsche, and so on and so forth, right? People have bigger needs. People are also not going back to work, folks. When people are not going back to work, they need more space in the house. There are actually more realtors in the market than there are houses in the market. How is that possible? We're in some crazy times, folks, but that should excite you because if you're a seller, you're in a seller's market. You got all your 3 wishes come true. Amen. You can certainly sell your house and name your price. But it's very tricky, folks, and I'm going to get into that in a second. You have to be very careful how you price your house, and I'm going to teach you that today from an investor's perspective. In this economy, folks, we learned something amazing. If you stop people from going to work, if people can stay home, save on gas and car, money, people can be wealthier. You just increased people's income by 20% in the past 1 year. You dropped the unemployment rate. They can be with their kids and their families and their wife and their husbands and their daughters and sons. Wow. In fact, think about it this way. COVID has actually slowed down housing prices. Housing prices were supposed to skyrocket even more, quadruple, doubled, tripled, but they haven't because of COVID, because people don't want to go to closings. People don't want to go and be in the same house as other people are walking through the house, right? People want to keep distance, right? So that's the state of affairs, folks. That's the state of the market and the economy right now. Let's look at the stock market. The stock market turns out to be, at least on paper, pretty strong, right? I mean, stock market has given people over 20% returns. Just last quarter, it was up 7%. So I present this information to you because all these other factors also affect, because it increases the buying power of people, right? People are sitting at home, have extra time. They're going online, buying some crypto, buying some stocks, and now they want to buy a bigger, more expensive house because the rates are low. But if you're a seller, inventory is low. So it's magic for you as a seller. You can name your price. The question is this, right? The question is this. Think about this for a second. Should you sell now? Are you getting the maximum value for your house right now? I personally have over 700,000 equity in my own house, and I'm thinking, should I sell? Where am I gonna go if I sell? I'm a single guy, my house is paid off. It doesn't make any sense to me because I have investments all over DC, Maryland, Virginia area, so I can't really do that. But you, if you have a different situation, if you have kids, you want a bigger space, you have more urgent demands than I do, then yeah, then you want to sell. And it makes total sense to sell, right? So the best time to sell is actually spring, right? So when is spring? Next spring, April, May. If you price your house right and watch my video about how to price your house right, and you sell in that time frame, next spring perhaps, I guarantee you guys are gonna get the maximum return for your money, okay? You're gonna get probably 5, 10, 20, 30, up to 30% more than you're getting right now. Why? Here's why, folks. Let me tell you this. Let me explain this to you, okay? Investor's perspective. You will be getting more money because that's the perfect time historically with all the trends that you can see in real estate to sell your property, folks. Because in summer is coming. People have energy. People are excited. Flowers are blooming. Trees are turning green. Flowers are blooming. Butterflies everywhere. Grass is green. Why wouldn't you want to buy something? If you have money in your pocket, if the economy is doing well. Granted, the economy is still doing well. So there is a bit of risk involved there. But if I were you and I want to sell my house right now, this house, or maybe my property in DC or any other property, I would choose that springtime. Early April or late April, early May. Perfect timing. Don't sell your house in 2 weeks. You'll be an idiot if you do that. Get the maximum amount of offers. Let people fight it out for your property. Tell them, I don't want to sell at this price. Bring me a better buyer. Because right now you're in the driver's seat. You're the judge, the jury, the executioner. You got everything, folks. What do you have to worry about? You should feel like a king or queen for that matter, for the ladies who are watching. I know some ladies watch my videos, so I want to give a shout out to you. By the way, if you like my video, please like and subscribe. We're almost at 3,000 subscribers and over 100,000 views. Wow, how cool is that? The last video I did, folks, just kept climbing. 10,000, 20, 15,000, 10,000, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15,000. But obviously you guys are seeing my honesty, my integrity. You guys are understanding I'm a real investor. You guys are asking intelligent questions. So let's look at the supply of houses in the United States. Okay, I'm showing you a chart that goes from 1970 all the way to 2020, 1970 to 2020. Okay, maybe even 2021. You can see this spiked. It spiked in 2005, 6, 7, 8, right? All the way up to like maybe even 2010. The inventory was pretty high, about 8 or 9 million. Now the inventory is, 4 million or so. And your house could be one of them if it was in the market right now. Do not sell in December, please, okay? Don't make that mistake. Promise me you're not gonna do that. Do not sell your house in December. It's the worst time to sell. People are thinking about Christmas, Thanksgiving, gravy, stuffing, all the stuff that I talked about right now. So don't sell your house right now, please, okay? So the house prices are increasing. Are they gonna keep increasing? You decide that, right? I'm giving you this information and data. Be an intelligent seller. But if I were you, my advice to you is do not sell in December. Wait a few months. Sell in maybe March. You can even go sell as early as March. But if I were you, I would wait till April when the weather is nicer. April, May, even June is fine, okay? Market's not gonna crash tomorrow. Don't listen to these YouTubers telling you market's gonna crash tomorrow, today, whenever. So the prices are high and they keep going higher. Let's look at a few more graphs. Let's look at the inventory. What's the inventory in the market like, right? Who are you competing with, right? You have a right to know that. So let's look at that. So wow, the inventory and active listing have declined all the way from 2017 till June 2021. It took a dip in early 2021 and started coming back up. So that tells me what? It tells me that the inventory of the market is coming back up slowly but surely. And it will start to come back up even higher. But you still have a chance. You don't want to catch a falling knife. But right now it's the uptrend, okay? The inventory will be a little bit more, but that's okay. You can still make your money in April and May. The median days on the market. So notice all the way from 2017 till 2021. In early 2021, okay, the inventory was pretty decent, okay? Then it kind of declined in April, May, June. This also confirms what I've been telling you. April, May, June would be a great time to sell. Now in July here, you can see the inventory starts to come back up a little bit. So what this telling us, right, it's very simple, right, guys? It's a matter of supply and demand, okay? The demand is still high, the supply is low. Supply is increasing slowly all across US, folks. This is all across US, it's not just one place, okay? Now let's look at the actual chart and numbers and hard facts of foreclosures. Why do you want to know about foreclosures? You want to sell the house, right? You're going to be asking me the same question, AK, why do I have to know about foreclosures? Well, you're competing with demand and supply, folks, and you want to know what's in the market. And foreclosures would be in the market at some point. So let's look at the foreclosures, see if it's in our way from now till April, May timeline. Let's see that, okay? What I put on the screen is you can see like 1,122 foreclosures in Chicago, 1,400 in New York. That's nothing, guys. On a place where you have millions of houses, this is in Q3 of 2021. Los Angeles, 1,000 foreclosures. Wow, Los Angeles is a big city. Miami, 900. I mean, this is nothing, guys. Foreclosures is not a problem right now. So don't listen to these YouTubers scaring you. I saw this guy with a turban talking about, oh my God, foreclosures are coming everywhere. We're gonna have a tsunami of people who can sell their houses and dump their houses you can buy. No, I don't think so. So here's the thing, folks. Now you know the market. Now you know the foreclosures. Now you know the inventory. You know the median price, so you can price your house properly, right? Plan to put your house in the market around April, May time next year. Before you do that, make sure you fix a lot of small little things in the house. In my video, I also tell you what things to focus on, because it's important to fix certain things that can get you, again, more value for your house, right? You want to squeeze the juice out of it, folks, so you're 2, 3, 4 years ahead of everybody else who's not selling their house, because you can. But now that you've sold your house, what do you do? That's an interesting question. Well, there are a number of things, and I'm going to make a separate video. If you sell your house, what are the different strategies you can apply? But one of the things I will tell you, folks, if you can, don't be in a seller's market next year, okay? If you sold your house and the market starts to go down a little bit and you see it's trickling down, you can then make a decision if you want to buy a new house, a bigger, better house. But if I were you, I would sell my house, max out my cash, invest if you want to, but don't buy, okay? Because what you make on this end, you're gonna cut your hand on the other hand. So what I would recommend is rent, downsize, okay? Get a smaller place, downsize, live like a student for a few months, okay? And watch the market, watch these numbers, because there's gonna be another video by me on when to buy the house, okay? Pretty soon next year, I'm sure. So wait for that, okay? That's all I'm gonna say to you, because it's a big topic. You've sold your house. For me, if I sold my house, I had, let's say, $700,000 in the bank. What would I do with that money? Should I buy another house? Because every house that I want to buy now is going to be worth $1 million plus. So should I pay somebody that top price? I would not, because that's bad business to me, okay? Think like an investor, folks. You think these videos you're watching are fun and games. I'm talking about turkey and gravy and all this and that. No, this is a serious video, folks, and you should take it as such, because I'm teaching you to learn and think like an investor. This is how investors think. House is not just a house. It's investment, it's business, it's cash on cash return. This time may never come. These prices may never be as high. They only come after 10 or so or 15 years. They're very cyclical, right? Make the most of this market. Sell your house, rent somewhere if you can, and then watch the market. That's all I'm gonna say to you for this video, okay? I will present to you more information in my next video and how to use your money and when to exactly buy a new house, When it's not a seller's market, okay? Don't buy in seller's market because you will lose. And don't sell in December again. One last time I'm telling you, you're gonna hate me for repeating this, but unfortunately, I took a change management course. That's what they teach me, that people have to listen to something 5 to 7 times to be able to understand and act on it. So I'm telling you this repetitively. I know you guys are smart, much smarter than me, but I'm just gonna tell you anyways, okay? So with that, thank you so much. I wanna end this video here. I wanna thank you guys passionately for joining me. You could be anywhere, but you decided to be here and be part of my story. Check me out on AK_extraordinaire on Instagram. Drop me a note here. Hit me up if you have any questions. And be part of the community. And let's help each other. Let's help each other succeed, guys. That's what this channel is about. It's for the outsiders. Because I remember I told you guys I was the outsider before who was not invited to the right meetings. I had to actually write my own business case to even get promoted. Please look out for my next video. Please like and subscribe. Hit that like button. Show some love for your boy AK, because I love you and I know you guys love me back. Thank you for showing all the love and support. And if you have any questions, any disputes, folks, ask me any question. I will personally respond to that question. With that, thank you very much. Have a nice day. I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you. Bye now.